What up, everybody? This is Jason, Zombie Collector, and I had a little smattering before I went completely nuts on eBay about a week ago, and that bill has come to fruition, and I had to pay the piper there. I did go on Whatnot the previous week and was more restrained and bought a smattering of AEW cards. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because I'm going to have a tornado of singles coming from eBay over the next week, 2 weeks, 3 years when I went balls out a couple days ago. So not going to take too much time. First up, a gold of pack right here from the 2021 set or series. This is a gold parallel. I did not have that. I'm working on a lot of the subsets. I've been doing pretty good, actually. I'm just picking them up. I'm just trying to focus and just, try to pick up as many as I can for as cheap as possible. I think this whole stack of cards I bought, including shipping, was probably about $20, I bet. I would say around $20, maybe a few dollars more or less. But anyway, here we got pack. Then we have a 2021 of Britt Baker. Shout out to Carlos. He's a Britt Baker fan, and this is really good. I did not have this one. This is, I don't believe, a short print, so this is just one I did not have. She's a really popular wrestler with AEW, so there you go. Oops, let me try to get it better. There you go. There's that. Next one is a gold of the Young Bucks from 2021. Of the flagship, the original, the OG of Matt Nick Jackson, gold, which is cool, which I did not have. Trying to figure out, and is this I don't believe, this is from 2022, I believe. Yeah, 2022 of Bryan Danielson. So there you go. There he's punching Dustin Rhodes in the head, old Dusty, old gold dust. So there you go. That's a cool one. That's a great canvas. These canvases, like the Britt Baker, I just love the canvas cards. There are, I believe, from 30 to 40. I believe our short prints are 30 to 35, however many there are in the set. So I think the first 20 or the first 30 are reasonably easy to obtain, but then the last 10 or whatever are short prints. This, however, is not. And again, Bryan Danielson. Let's see here. Next one up was from 2021. And I did not have this one. I'm a big Lance Archer fan. This is the Red Pyro, I believe. Again, I'm not 100% for sure on all the different names for everything, but I did not have this one. Him and the next guy I talk about a lot. The two guys, probably two of my favorite guys, you never see hardly wrestle anymore. Like Lance Archer was starting to get a little push again, mostly on Dark and Elevation. And I think he might have did 1 or 2 matches on Dynamite or Rampage in the last month or so. And then he, of course, fell off again. So I'm just like, oh my goodness gracious. So there you go. I love the look of this, and it's really good with his outfit there. Next one is God's favorite champion, I believe, Miroslav. Used to be Rusev back in the day. This is a great picture. He's been gone for a year at this point. I mean, if it's not a year, it's darn well close to it. But his original gimmick as like Gamer Miro was kind of weak, and best friend, I think, was what he was going by. And I didn't like that at all. I thought it was super lame, and I didn't know anything about him when he was at WWE. I didn't know the Rusev character. And then he came over here and he looked like a monster, but he was playing this goofy character who was just like just barely bubbling over the surface, going over of what kind of, his anger and just rage. And then he finally broke free of that and moved away from that storyline with Kip Sabian, which was not really anybody's fault, I guess. But ever since he picked the God's favorite champion or God's chosen champion, that gimmick was great. And he was just murking everybody. And then he got beat for the TNT title. I forgot who it went to. I can't remember it. Like the TNT title's been playing hot potato a lot over the last year and a half, 2 years. But I want to say he got beat by was it Sammy Guevara, which was an absolute embarrassment because Sammy Guevara couldn't whip his butt out of a wet paper sack, and he beat Miro, and I'm like, that's embarrassing. Then we have I can't remember what this one. This is a I don't know, dynamite or I don't remember. There's the pyro and there's I don't know. Anyways, this Sting one I did not have. This is another insert or variation. Just like Carlos and I completely agree. I mean, Carlos is not the first person who said this, and everybody thinks it is. The Upper Deck is terrible about using the same images on both the 21 and 22 products, 1,000 times. It's like they do the 1,000 same cards with different backgrounds. Exact same image, exact same lettering, exact same backing. The only difference is they change the open space area to put red or green or the base card or gold or the pyro or the whatever. It's just it's like, come on, let's do better. And then the next one is a cool one. This is my first Spectrum. This is out of 50, Matt Seidel red. I think he was Evan Bourne in WWE, if I'm not mistaken. But if you see here, he's like, I think number 39 out of 50. And like I said, I think at the auction I did on Whatnot, all the cards were like about $1 to $2. And I got about 10 cards with shipping. Shipping was like $4 plus 50 cents each card after you bought it. So that sounds about right, about $20. So Matt Seidel. I like Matt Seidel. Unfortunately, the roster's gotten so big now, and there's so many other guys that is doing what he's doing. He's kind of a high flyer. He's kind of got relegated now to almost like a managerial role, and he'll pop up from time to time. And probably the weakest of all the TNT champs, I just was never been a big fan of his. I know people were really pushing hard for this guy, but I was like, meh. It's a gold relic card out of 199. Is Scorpio Sky. I don't know if he was injured. I think I heard he was injured, and he hasn't been on TV since he, I think, lost the title, which has been again now going on 6 to 8 months. I think. And I want to say he got beat by Wardlow, if I'm not mistaken. He got the title like three different times in a matter of like a month period. He lost it, he got it, he lost it, he got it, he lost it again or something. Again, it was playing hot potato. The Dan Lambert and the whole like MMA fighters and top team or top America top team or whatever. I love that stuff. I love that stuff. It was great. He was a natural heel manager who said the things that he really believed, but he was doing it in the guise of a gimmick, kind of like heel manager. But he was doing that stuff. He really believed what he was saying. He's definitely a, old school kind of conservative dude. It's obvious, his where he falls on a lot of his like social issues or political issues, and he was just like letting people have it, and I liked it because you don't have characters like that. People are kind of scared to be those kind of characters, and he didn't care, and he was white hot for about 2 or 3 months, I would say, and then unfortunately he couldn't get any momentum going. I don't think it was his fault. It was just the whole Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky just wasn't built, unfortunately, a lot of momentum, and no matter how much heat he was getting, it wasn't really, sustainable, quite frankly. And so it kind of just disappeared, and unfortunately, so did he. But maybe he'll come back eventually again. He'd be one of those guys that could easily come back, and like he's kind of like MJF, like he's an automatic heat-seeking missile. The stuff he says gets people all riled up. So, I would love to see him come back, but it has to be the right situation, and I just bring him back just so he can say questionable stuff, and then he gets bounced again. So anyways, guys, that is it. Like I said, about 10, 12 cards, and hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think below, and please, like I said, out of these, who are some of your favorite AEW wrestlers? What are you collecting their cards? Are you collecting the Upper Deck product at all when it comes to AEW wrestling? But until next time, thank you for watching. Peace.